Okay. Excellent. Well, thank you very much for joining. By way of introduction, my name is Rich Vorwaller. I am a product manager for Symantec with a focus on security for information as a service. The session we're going to present is called Advanced One-Click Security for Azure Virtual Machines. Now I'm going to get into this here, but I'm going to take a little slight deviation from what I had planned. So previously, my manager was actually supposed to present this, and then we just had some travel problems, and he couldn't make it. So I've changed the session a little bit. I really want to focus first on ways to avoid work. I think this is a really, really important topic. Now, I don't know about you. Yeah. I don't know about you, but if I look at how much time I dedicate to work, the 40 to 50 to 60 hours, it's just ridiculous. I should be doing things like watching Netflix, playing video games, out with my family. This whole work concept, I just don't support it. So what I've come up with is a couple of ways on how to get out of work. I hope they'll be valuable to you, and then we'll kind of roll into what the topic was. So the first way I've seen to avoid work is you do a job really poorly. So that, you know, the typical stereotypical male kind of chauvinistic pig example is I don't do laundry because I mix the whites and the colors. When I take out the trash, there's a hole in the bottom, and so it's, you know, leaking as I go. I don't do those jobs anymore. Now, it's hard to do this in a working environment because your overall value has to exceed the poor jobs, and if you do too many of them, eventually you'll get fired. Now, I have seen this work in companies that practice nepotism. So like if your dad or your mom is on the board of directors, this will work for you because they're not going to report you as doing a bad job. They'll be scared of that. But again, it doesn't work in all the situations, but it is applicable in some. The next way I've seen this is outsourcing. So this isn't anything new. Companies have been outsourcing jobs, since the 70s. NPR did this fascinating article on a developer who actually did outsource his job like 5 years ago, and he eventually got caught. The problem with this strategy is you've got to factor in those costs, right? Like you can't expense out your work and your boss sign off on that. Pretty soon he's going to put two and two together and say, well, why are we paying you this much for the same amount of work? We should just cut you out of that picture. So again, this is a hard thing to pull off, but it is an option you can do. The other way that I've seen it is cloning. So I have to be honest, this is really kind of far-fetched. You've probably been on a call where they're like, wow, I wish we could clone you and just make you do more work. And that's kind of interesting. But there's if you look at the technical aspects of it, it's going to be challenging because not only do you have to do the upfront money for cloning, you've got to house that clone, you've got to train that. And if it's a clone of you, chances are it's not going to like the work that you're doing either, and so now you're just ended up with somebody who doesn't want to do the work anyways. So the best way that I have really seen to get out of work is automation, and this will get us into our topic right now. As I've interacted with customers who are in the cloud and they're moving infrastructure and workloads to the cloud, I've literally talked to teams of 2 to 3 that need to act like 20 or 30. And it's really, really hard, especially with cloud adoption moving so fast. But automation to me is the key to not only getting out of work, but also being able to be more secure. And that's really kind of been the foundation of the product that we at Symantec have released, which is called our Cloud Workload Protection product. So Cloud Workload Protection, this is a product that we released about, I think, a little bit over a year ago. It's specifically designed for compute instances in public cloud to protect those instances. But what we've taken is a very unique approach that we're using the APIs of the cloud platforms, and it's all about automation. It's all about taking those kind of everyday mundane security tasks off your plate. So to be honest, so that you can watch the Netflixes and you can do things that are much more valuable with your time. So here's kind of our iconic slide of Cloud Workload Protection. So Cloud Workload Protection has tight integration with most of the public cloud platforms that you'll see, but we also do support on-prem environments. Again, our value add is we allow you to do protection within an agent, but we're really kind of pulling in the APIs to get more contextual information. When we look at security and when we look at security for the cloud, it's no longer a matter of you have an app, you do your testing, and then right before you go to production, you do some security check on it. Your security is really inserted into the process of DevOps. So when that developer is coding, when he's verifying, when the QA team is looking at it, security is inserted into that process. And that's going to help you identify issues before they even become into production. And we really kind of value this highly. We see this as a way to become much more effective with our security. As we look at the cloud, we look at the tools that a lot of our customers are using. So things like Docker, Puppet, Chef, all those come up. And within our product, because it's full feature RESTful API, we have integrations with all of these developer tools and much more. And I'll get into a little bit of the details of that. But again, it's kind of the intent here was how do we augment the API integration that we have with the public clouds, and how do we put security into that workflow. So here's kind of high-level overview of what we do. So if we look at a typical Azure infrastructure deployment, so in this example, I've got a front-end subnet, I've got a back-end subnet, and we look at how you're deployed. We'll look at those APIs, and that gives us the ability to augment the security on top of that. So with those APIs, what we're able to do is get a nice understanding of how you're deployed. So we'll show you the regions in which you're deployed. We'll show you the virtual machines that you're spinning up there, and we'll also show you which ones are protected by what we understand, which one are in kind of a yellow security, and then which ones are not protected. So again, just to give you a visibility, if you're in a scenario where you've got multiple BUs and every one of those BUs are spinning up a virtual machine, this gives you a nice overall picture. And again, we're able to get this completely from the APIs of the platform. Along with that, we'll give you a visual topology of how you're being deployed within these infrastructures. I really like this icon. It reminds me of the Death Star, which again makes me think I should be watching Netflix. But these are the subtle hints that we've given you to kind of take time and give it back to you. So we'll show you again the regions you're deployed. We'll show you the VNets and the auto-scaling groups. And again, we can give you the details of which virtual machines have been protected and which not. All of this is available without installing any software. The onboarding process is really give us an AWS, give us an Azure, or give us a GCP account that we can use to query your APIs, and we're able to deliver all this information from that. From there, we can tell you, again, the metadata associated to your instances or your virtual machines. We can give you an ID, we can give you a name, the platform, and the state of the instance. So within 5 to 10 minutes, you've got complete visibility of your platform, you've got complete visibility on what's running there, and then from there, we really make the deployment seamless, and I'll get into a little bit of details here. Once you are able to put the agent on, the visibility we'll give you is the OSs, the applications, the versions. We'll be able to look into those and see what kind of application vulnerabilities you may have and give you ways to kind of respond to that. But here's kind of the value that we add is this deployment. So if you think about a public cloud, most of our customers are spinning up, anywhere from maybe 5 to hundreds of virtual machines, and it's very dynamic. On Monday, it could be in the hundreds, and on Tuesday, it could be in the 10s or 20s. And what the challenge is in these environments is how do I get the agent onto those? How do I get the agent onto all these virtual machines that may be spinning up in different environments, as well as on-prem within the cloud? So what we've done with Azure, we've integrated with their VM extension. So if any of you have had a chance to play with this, it's a great feature that Azure has supported. It allows you to, as you spin up those virtual machines, it allows you to execute a script that will install those agents automatically. And there's other vendors beside ourselves that support us, but we really took to heart how we do this integration. So within our console, we'll be able to identify those virtual machines, and within a couple of clicks, you can deploy that agent. And as that agent is deployed, we can automatically create security policies associated to that and come up automatically. So within a couple of clicks, you literally can deploy the agent, you can get security policies, you can push them to the virtual machines, and you can set a policy so that's always kind of the de facto standard to make sure that you're always secured. Now, that's not the only way you can do that. If you kind of live and breathe in the Azure portal, you can do that as well. So within those, as you spin up your VMs, there'll be a tab that will actually show you the VM extensions. We're listed there. We'll have agent protection for Windows as well as Linux. So again, if this is kind of the workflow that you're used to, you can do that. But that's not the only one. Because our system is fully, RESTful API, we've got integrations with Chef and Puppet, with PowerShell and with the ARM templates. So this is something that you could just bake into your image build. So as you're doing those virtual machines, you can bake in that agent, or you can call down that agent, install it, and push out your security rules. So again, the intent here is to make the agent deployment as seamless as possible and to make it as easy as possible. When you get into security, what's nice about this, and again, the intent is to make you act like a team of 20 or 30, we can automatically discover those software services as they're running on your virtual machines. And then you can push down policies based on those software services. So out of the box, we'll come with rule sets for Apache, Tomcat, Linux, Windows, all the kind of bread and butter operating systems and applications that are available in Azure. And you can apply those as we install these. But really the value, again, is pulling the APIs from the cloud platforms and pushing rules to those. So the way I advise our customers to do this is to get to something unique that's very specific to your environment. So, bread and butter security has maybe been around the IP addresses or the ports, or maybe the actual virtual machine. But the problem is those are very ephemeral in public cloud. They're coming up, they're going down. And so those are going to be changing on a dynamic basis. And depending on how you're deployed, it could be seconds, it could be hours, it could be days. So again, by looking at the API information within the platforms, we can create rules based on something that's unique in your environment, like tags. I love this feature. So this is a scenario that as you spin up virtual machines, you can tag those virtual machines within Azure, and we can identify those tags, and we can apply a rule to that tag. So if you've got virtual machines that are hosting your web application, and you've got certain security policies that go around the web application, we'll identify those tags, we'll apply a policy. What's great about this is no matter if you spin them up in US West, US East, on-prem, or maybe in another public cloud, we can identify those tags as they come across the wire, and we can apply a policy. So this is a great way, again, for you to kind of automate things and just say, regardless of where I spin up this application, here's the tag that will go with it, and here's the rule set that I will apply. As I mentioned, our content team has done their due diligence, and we've come up with several rule packages that are available within the product that are designed around the application. So the one I'm showing here is about Docker. So, high-level overview, what we're saying is this is how we understand Docker. And these are the agents these are the other applications that Docker should be talking to. And these are the other paths within the file that Docker should be talking to. And these are out of the box, and you can apply those. But again, if you've got something custom, we're able to do that. So if you're not using Docker Hub, if you're hosting your repository in kind of a local VNet, we can look at that and we can adjust those rules. And so you can literally apply, here's my rule set for all Docker containers. Here's all the policies that I will push on. Again, we don't care if you're spinning those up on the private cloud, public cloud, or in your on-prem environment. We're able to kind of push out those policies. So that's kind of a brief overview. We've got a much more hands-on demo in our booth. So if you'd like to kind of walk through the experience of signing on to Azure, how we identify those virtual machines as they come up and apply rules to that, come and visit us here at booth G1834 for hands-on demo. We've also got some upcoming releases if you're interested. So just as we talk about security for virtual machines, we have an upcoming preview of security for blob storage. So the preview that we have that we can show you is how we can extend malware scanning to blob storage. So as you upload files into blob storage and you want to make sure that those files are clean and don't have malware, we have a release that will automatically detect that. We'll see those files come up, and we can quarantine those, or we can automatically purge those. That is in private preview, so it's not something available that we can hand over to you today, but if you're interested, let us know. Stop by the booth and we can kind of show you. On Tuesday of this week, we just released a proof of concept for the Intelligent Security Graph API. This is a great new service from Microsoft that allows you to, at an API level, integrate several partner solutions. So you can pull metadata from those about security alerts, or you can also push out policies across multiple products. We've done a proof of concept that we're showing at our booth, so if you're interested, come by and see that. We can give you a little bit more details on when that will be a GA release. But again, it's all about automating things, getting work off your table, and allowing you to enjoy what you should be doing. You can also win a couple of Norton Cores prizes. There's much more attractive people doing much better demos than I am, so if you're interested, please stop by. My last call for you guys is do less to become more secure. The automation is really the key of taking a team of 2 to act like a team of 20, and the byproduct of that is you will be more secure. These mundane things that are prone to human error, you can automate those with our RESTful APIs, our integration with Azure, and the byproduct will be you'll be doing less and you will be becoming more secure. CWP is available in Azure. You can do an 89-day free trial. And if you'd like to, after that, we do offer pay-as-you-go as well, so there's no contracts, there's no commitments. You can spin that up as you'd like to. Come by. Here's a link to the subscription page, but if you'd like to, come by our booth. We can give you some more data sheets about that. Again, it's I believe the technicalities of it are 89 days or 20,000 hours, but after that, if you want to keep trying with it, pay-as-you-go, no annual contracts. And that's it for me. I think I've got some time for questions. Some people told me they were going to give me some softball questions, so I want to make sure I give them adequate time. No, you're not going to give me a softball? Okay, I see how you are. Any questions? Okay. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Come on by.